रोशनी रोशनी उम्मीद है तामीर दाए रोशनी उम्मीद है
औज़ुबिल्लाहि मिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम Assalamu alaikum, good morning and welcome to all my graded students. Dear students, today I'll teach you second topic of chapter number 3, biodiversity. That is about classification of organisms, bases, aims and principles of classification. Classification of organisms. Biologists have identified and described about 2 million kinds of organisms. That includes 0.5 million types of plants and 1.5 million of animals. These species or these types of plants and animals are only a small percentage of the total kinds estimated or described to live on Earth. To study such a large collection of organisms, biologists classify them. Now as we are studying about classification, so we must know about the term classification. So classification is a method by which biologists divide or classify organisms into groups and subgroups, mean divide organism on the basis of their structure, similarities and differences. Classification is a method by which biologists divide organisms into groups and subgroups on the basis of their structure, similarities and differences. Basis of classification. Aristotle, one of the famous scientists, one of the most familiar philosopher, he classified organisms on the basis of habitat. Habitat means a place where an organism live or where in an organism occur. That is air, water and land. However, it was not justified as animals in one group may have nothing in common except their habitat. For example, fish and turtle cannot be classified in one group. Later on, biologists began to classify organisms on the basis of their physical characteristics. Like some of the traits which are used to classify organisms are as follows. The first one is prokaryotic or eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic are those organisms which are single cell and they do not contain or they do not have a nucleus or any other membrane bonded organelles like cytoplasm, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, etc. While eukaryotic are those organisms whose cells have a well-defined membrane-bonded nucleus and also they contain organelles. Unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular are single-cell organism and multicellular are multiple-cell organism. Then we have the last one, autotrophs or heterotrophs. Autotrophs are photosynthetic organisms which are able to prepare their own food, while heterotrophs are non-photosynthetic organisms which can't prepare their own food. Modern system of classification is based not only on the habitat and physical characteristics, but modern system of classification also depend upon genetics, which deal with the study of transmission characters from parents to offspring. Then we have anatomy. Anatomy is the internal structure of an organism. Physiology concerned with the function of different part of an organism, and evolutionary history concerned with the process in which something passes by different stages, like it is concerned with ancestors. Aims of classification. As discussed earlier, that classification is the arrangement of organism, or it is the division of organisms on the basis of their certain characteristics, like on the basis of their structure, similarities and differences. So the aims of classifying organism into certain group are the following. First one is to determine similarities and differences among organisms so that they can be studied easily. Second, to provide an idea about the sequence of evolution of organisms, mean to identify their ancestor from simple to complex organism. Third, to express relationship based on common features. Mean the characteristics of in organisms. The last one, fourth, is to name and place the organisms in a proper group. Principles of classification. Biologists follow certain principles for classification. So a few of the principles are the following. First one, organisms are classified on the basis of apparent similarities among them. Apparent mean clear similarities among the organisms. Organisms are classified in one group or in closer group if they have more homologous structure. Homologous mean similar structure. If they have similar structure, so organisms are classified in one group or in a closer group. Then we have the anatomical features and evolutionary history. Anatomical mean internal parts characteristics are evolutionary history is also considered as also matter during classification, during classify organism into group and subgroups. Dear students, read the topic thoroughly and make 5 MCQs from this topic. Also learn short answers of unit number 1, Introduction to Biology. First one is how the understanding of physics can help the biologist. Second, which career would you like to adopt after studying biology and why? Best of luck ahead. Take care and Khuda Hafiz.